but it's a little late in the game for that.
But they could have done that.
They could have. But you're trying to take a team from 69 wins to 89, where the guy's out there for them to make a 20-win jump. I mean, that would have been a very difficult task for a new regime to come in and do that overnight. I think the Pirates now, Bob, are in a position where they've got to make wholesale changes. So to answer your question, do I like what they've done? It depends. They brought in 2 teenagers. And so that, to me, spells out long-term rebuilding plan. And if that's the case, then I think Marte has to be not the only shoe to drop, but he needs to be the first one.
But here's the thing about that, because that will then ensure that there's a trade for Josh Bell along the way. And if you're going to base it on 2 19-year-olds who may be here in 3 or 4 years,
Optimistically,
because we've seen guys come through here who have all this blue chip prospect talent written all over them, and they don't necessarily develop, or if they do, it takes a lot longer. What that would mean, though, is that Bell would be gone. That would likely mean that you're going to see probably Brian Reynolds, 3 years, 4 years from now, he's going to be nearing free agency if he continues to do what he's doing, and he may not be in the equation. And that's what I'm talking about, the cyclical nature. But I want to specifically talk about this year's payroll, which is hovering around $50 million or less. Now, at this point, what are you going to do? You can't buy yourself a pennant with, all of a sudden going out and spend $100 million. But the point is, Cincinnati has spent a lot. Milwaukee has found opportunities to spend over $100 million. And I'm not saying that's even the magic number. But $43 million, $50 million, what do you think about where it is right now?
I think on its own, on its face, it's embarrassing. I think if it's part of a bigger plan, it's acceptable. But there's the trust between the Pirates and their fans has been broken. And this regime is going to try to mend those fences and get it back. But on its own, they need to prove, Bob, that this is not a salary dump with Marte, that it's not about saving $10 million. It's about part of a bigger process. And the problem for people is that the one time they broke out of their 20-year rut, when they became a competitive team again for that brief 3-year period, they didn't really go for it. They didn't really increase payroll enough. And so that's the problem. And that's why people like you are going to say your payroll's low. You're talking about how Marte's money is going to get reallocated. Well, when? We've been sold that bill of goods before.
That's my point about the cyclical nature of this.
And I believe if I'm Josh Bell and Scott Boras, I'm asking for a trade right now. I'm pulling Mika Fitzpatrick. I'm saying, why does Josh Bell, who's 27 years old, what's the point of him? Why would he want to be here? He's wasting his prime years.
He has no control over that. He could ask.
Well, Mika didn't have control, and it worked.
That was a team that's completely shedding everybody.
What are the Pirates doing?
The Pirates will eventually do it, but they cannot do it just to do it now and get not the right return. If you're suggesting, well, we got to go to a break. We'll continue this on the flip side. We'll also delve into Pitt. We'll talk about Marcus Patterson, who got some money today from the Pittsburgh Penguins, but we're up against the break. We want your calls as well. 412-575-2600. Call us right here. It's the Ireland Contracting Nightly Sports Call, powered by FanDuel Sportsbook. Coming back right after this. The Ireland Contracting Nightly Sports Call is brought to you by Ireland Contracting, celebrating 25 years as Pittsburgh's #1 home exterior expert in roofing, siding, windows, and gutters, where honesty and integrity still matter.